Hi, it's Denise Taylor, the 50 Plus Coach, and here's another of my kitchen conversations. And today I want to talk about criticism stroke feedback, but in particular about criticism. It can be hard, can't it, when people challenge us, say things, tell us that we haven't been doing a good enough job or pick something apart about us. And I think we have to do is to think about, well, how are we going to respond? Because often people say they like constructive criticism. And I think what this means, if people can say, you could have done this better and here's a way to do it, then that's something that we can all take on board. And clearly most of us want to be better at what we can do. But often people don't put it in that sort of a way, and they tell us we should have done this and we should stop doing this. And it can be said in quite a harsh way. And I think we have to think about what we're going to do. And it's easy to take it to heart and to go away and actually to get a bit upset about it. And I think if we do get to feel a bit upset and hurt by criticism that we get, I think probably the best thing to do is to leave the emotion out of it. So say to whoever's criticised us, I need to go away and think about that and I'll get back to you, because I know I can get quite emotional and I don't think that's the best way to respond. And I think we need to think about it and to think about what is true about what's said. Clearly there's certain things we can't change about ourselves, but sometimes there is. And maybe we would have done a better job if we'd been given more guidance or we'd been allowed more time. And maybe it's something in our personal life that got in the way a bit, and maybe we should have shared things with other people. So I think whenever we get criticism, generally the first thing we want to do is to thank the other person. Okay, well, thank you for that. Let me go away and think about it. And then we can ask for more information, but we don't have to take it away and dwell on it and worry about it. I think the best thing to do is to think about, okay, so based on that, this is something I can learn from and I'm going to change. And this is something that actually other people needed to do, so maybe I need to talk to them about. But I don't think we should worry on it long term. Often, most of the time when people give us a criticism, it says more about them than it does about us, particularly if they don't do it very effectively. And we could go back to them and say, I didn't find it very helpful when you gave me feedback in that particular way. And what's more helpful is to be given one action that you think I'd like to change and to do differently. And I think that can work in the workplace. It can certainly work with our partner or family member. So I just wanted to get you thinking about how it is with criticism. Think about the last time somebody criticised you, or just bear this in mind for the next time you get some criticism, and think about, is it true? Is it something you could do something about and then maybe take action? Or is it unfair? And in which case, if it's unfair, we could go back to the person if we feel assertive enough and to say, actually, I think you're being unfair because, and create a dialogue. But we've got to decide, and sometimes we just want to avoid it. We just let it go. Let's just see how things are, let it pass and just move on. But I think if we take it on board and worry about it, then it can eat away at us, and I don't think that's doing us any favours. And I think we do need to be kind to us, because we are human, and being human, not everything is going to be perfect all of the time. And it's sort of linked in with this is a bit about worry. And I know that and I've spoken about family members and friends who worry over something, often we can't change it. And it just comes up and it keeps on resurfacing. And I used to have a swivel chair in the kitchen. And what I used to say to people I know if they're at my house and worrying about something, it's like, sit on that chair. And when you're on that chair, you can worry. And when you're not on the chair, let's go and think about doing something nice, and distracting ourselves with something nice is a useful approach. So I hope this is helpful, and I'd love to know any thoughts that you've got around this one. And until next time, this is Denise Taylor, the 50 Plus Coach, with another of my kitchen conversations. Bye-bye.